Now from the University of Okoboji, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee. Welcome to the Man Cave. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, and also to my guest. Mindy Gress is here with us. She's the foundation president for the Okoboji Foundation, and as part of my Women of Action series, you're the woman of action today.
Well, excellent.
And I know you have a lot of action going on.
There's a lot of action.
The Okoboji Foundation.
I would say between just the foundation and the work going outside of our window, there's lots of action going on.
and kids and all that good stuff as well.
Yeah.
But you are in the midst of, and I just love this, the Youth and Philanthropy program.
Yeah.
Every year it's a new crop of kids and you know what they learn about being active in their area and philanthropy and so forth. I think it's a wonderful deal.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
We love the program. In fact, the program is also getting some recognition around the state, which I probably didn't mention earlier to you when we were
just
talking.
Chatting, yeah.
But Allie Schmitz, sat in on a Iowa Council of Foundations meeting here a couple weeks ago because they wanted more information about our Youth and Philanthropy program. There are lots of youth programs, youth and philanthropy type programs around the state, but none that are doing things quite like we are, where we're giving that full picture of philanthropy to our students, including them raising their own funds, and not just a small amount. Our youth in philanthropy students this year have already raised $46,000.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. It's incredible. And that's kind of a every year response.
Well, and how many years now? I'm trying to remember.
This is year 13, I believe.
So, and I remember at one time there was kind of a sum total that was huge, and that may have been on the 10th year or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
over the course of the years, the students themselves have raised nearly $400,000, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's incredible.
Think of all that, and that's been poured back into our community to projects and nonprofits and the like. And what I love with the process, like you said, they raise their own funds, but they listen to the people come and give their presentations and so forth of this is why we need some and they start learning of this is how a community works. Yes.
Last month, so each month, as you alluded to, we go to a different nonprofit in the area, typically one that the Youth and Philanthropy has supported through their grant process. Not always, but most of the time. Last month we were at the Iowa Rock and Roll Museum, and that was really cool. Some of the students, probably most of them, hadn't actually been in the museum before, so they got a look into what that was and what it offered. They heard from Clay how they can get involved in different areas, and there's partnerships starting to build from that. Some of those kids were really excited about the work that's being done at the museum. So that's another great aspect of the
awesome,
program.
Though, there's so many facets in our community that heck I don't know about. I didn't know there was a program for that. And for these young people to find these out and what they do. They learn a little bit. And I would say about any community, but I think especially a smaller community, how our hands reach across, how that helps people out.
Everything is interconnected.
Yeah. So where are we at with have they heard everybody now and they're in the process of whittling down? Or?
Yes. So the grants were due March 1st, and they have 5 grant applications that they're reviewing that total almost $300,000 in requests. So while $46,000 is wonderful, we see that there's more need, and so they are going to have to review all of those. And
they also learn how to make tough decisions and where need
is and where they can maybe make the biggest impact. And so we send out those grant applications to them and ask them to send a survey back to us of numbering 1 through 5, which ones they like the most or want more information on. And then we'll come together next week and we'll have discussion about it. And they'll decide who do we want to hear some more information from to make a better decision. Are there any that are standing out that we really like? And then at the April meeting, they'll get to make those final decisions.
And then you'll have your big announcements.
We will,
I think of those kids who were students involved in this, say, 10 years ago, and they can go to whether it was a project or to a nonprofit and see
it.
I helped raise money for this and made this process work.
Yeah. One of the fun things that we did this year is Ryan Maris is back in the area, and he was one of our Youth and Philanthropy members years ago, and he joined us for a couple of the meetings just to talk to the students about the impact it had on him personally.
Sure.
And that was one of the comments that he made, is coming back to the area and seeing those projects that they supported as a group that many years ago. When you give that money, it's not done yet.
Right.
And so coming back and seeing the completed project is really quite impactful.
Yeah. I mean, it's for the young people, it's learning, having a little skin in the game.
Right. Absolutely.
And what a great lesson to learn as a young person.
Right.
Some people go their entire lives and don't figure that out.
Absolutely. And then the other thing that they're learning through some of these, all of the donations coming in, is they're coming in from different different avenues. So we have those individual donors who are giving to support them. We have the businesses who are giving to support them. We had one lady reach out here a while back and say, hey, I want to give 50% of my March profits to the Youth and Philanthropy program. And so they're also learning that how can we give back? What are the different ways that when we are able to, that we can give back to? So really cool.
Great lessons all the way around, and thank goodness, thank you to those donors.
Absolutely.
I know some of them do it on an annual basis, or it catches their attention and they want to take part in it.
Right. And the kids do a great job of going out into the community and talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Boy, it works out great, doesn't it, Mindy?
Yeah, it does.
Very good. All right. Well, if people want more information on Okoboji Foundation, how do they? Because I know you got an event this summer coming up in June.
Yep, our annual dinner event will be celebrating the giving spirit, and that's June 24th. And so those invitations will be going out shortly, and anybody is welcome to sponsor and attend.
And it's great to be going to things again.
It is, absolutely. And so if there's any questions about that or Youth and Philanthropy or anything else, certainly reach out to LARI at 712-332-7177, or can certainly look up on our website at okobojifoundation.com.
Very good. Well, thank you to you and Allie, your board, and just the interest in philanthropy in our wonderful Iowa Great Lakes.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us again.
My pleasure. Mindy Gress again here, Foundation President for the Okoboji Foundation. We thank her for taking a few minutes. We wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. Green and green. You can't pinch today. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by the Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Ruthven Locker at the lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.